because we've got our first boss fight against Garland. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. So that sets up his motivation pretty well. He just wants more power. He wants to take over the kingdom. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well. I, Garland, will knock you all down. So here comes probably the second weakest boss in the game, which, again, I don't really know why he's supposedly the finest swordsman in the land if he goes down in a few short rounds, which he pretty much does. You know, he's not really weak to anything as far as I'm aware, so you can just pretty much straight up attack him. I probably should have healed the party first, but oh well. We'll just give him pile on our most powerful attacks. He's only got like 120, 240 HP, something like that. Actually, I've got a guide open here, so if I look that up... It's not showing me. Why is it not showing me? There's the Chaos Shrine. So yeah, Garland, 212 health is what he has. So yeah, he's not very strong, but he is probably the strongest enemy you'll have gone up against in the game so far. But again, he is like the first boss of the game, so he's appropriately weak. Let's go ahead and use our one potion on Jill. I maybe should have gone out and used that tent. Oh well. Too late. It's a good thing we saved though, just in case. And I don't know why I set Carl to attack instead of use a spell. Should have had him use a spell. Oh well. Because he can only hit for 1 damage. That's not good. Alright, let's try this again. Jill, you will attack because you got nothing else to do. I could have her defend, but there's really no point to it. This fight won't take too long. I swear, if I have a character go down during this fight, I'm gonna reset. Because that would be, like, super embarrassing. See? There he goes. He's done. Alright, 32 EXP. Obtain 250 gil. And Princess Sarah is good. She's fine. You've come to rescue me? I don't know how I can ever thank you. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please, accompany me to Castle Cornelia. So this is kind of neat. She actually just warps us straight back there, which is awesome, because that means we don't have to actually travel back ourselves. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety. If I may, when darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now, I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt, as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals and to the world. Alright. And this loot has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I do not know why. I want you to have it. It may aid you in your journey. You obtain the loot, which is a key item that does not come into play until like the end of the game. So I wonder if what would happen if I tried to walk out of here without it, or even if it would let me. I don't know. Sarah's thoughts are always with you. Well, that's nice, but couldn't you let her say that? The dancing girl in town, yada yada, we already know. Alright, thank you. Oh, wait. Do you have anything else to say now that you've given us the loot? If you wanted, you could... I mean, here in Cornelia... No, it's nothing. You should make preparations for your journey. Restore light to the crystals. So, I think she might have a crush on us for saving her. The Warriors of Light. I can't thank you enough for saving Lady Sarah. So yeah, now that we've saved the princess, people will have different things to say, which is really kind of cool for the era this game came out in. Of course, a lot of them still repeat what other people say as well, but there are some differences, and some are better than none. The Warriors of Light, yada yada. Alright, Queenie, what do you got to say? I don't know how I could ever thank you for rescuing Sarah. You could name me king, you know, let me marry your daughter. I don't know. It's just a thought. I mean, I think your daughter's into it, so... Anyways, what about the little princess? What does she gotta say now? My sister's back, and it's all thanks to you guys, isn't it? I could just kiss you. Mwah! Well, thank you, but I think you're a little bit young for me. I'm much more interested in your big sister. I've been assigned the important task of defending Castle Cornelia. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. Well, good for you. Oh, I love the music in this game. Drawbridge. Orders from His Majesty. We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. So this is actually a scene that was not in the original game. It didn't have cutscenes. It was just, you know, you speak to characters and then X thing has happened. There were no cutscenes or anything. This was added in the PlayStation version. They just kept it on up. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? The 4 Warriors of Light are here. They're here in Cornelia. Yes, yes we are, and we will be going to the town next because, well, we need to heal up. You know, we don't have any health or nothing, any magic power. We'll also end up getting the rest of the level 1 spells. We'll be maxing those out for all of our current characters. The warrior, after we get the class change, will become the knight. I think it's knight. It's either knight or paladin. I don't remember what it's actually called in this version of the game. But we'll be getting the knight, and at that point he'll be able to use low-level white magic spell. So we'll be back here. What about you? You are mysterious. Cloaked and mysterious figure, just says nothing and wanders off. Alright, let's go up here. Let's go ahead. We're good on black magic. I don't know why I went back to that. It's white magic we need still. Alright, let's go ahead and get Dia and Protect. I don't really use Blink that much. I don't think it's very useful, but Dia can be on occasion, not very often, but on occasion. A witch named Matoya lives to the north of Cornelia, and that's actually our next stop. Sage Lucan said something about finding a crescent moon, yada yada. You'll be needing a ship if you want to be able to move about more freely. If you have trouble obtaining one through normal means, you could always borrow a pirate ship. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. I never realized that guy said something about that. See, I'm always learning new things about this game. They say Matoya's peepers aren't too sharp. She can't see a thing without her crystal eye. Alright, what about you? You're the guy from Provoca, right? City Provoca, it's turned into a pirate's den, so we might be able to get a ship there. As if I hadn't already talked about that earlier when talking about the world design. So are you guys ready for, like, the best scene in the game? Are you? Are you ready? Well, it's gonna have to wait until after this fight. But yes, we are about to see the best scene in the game. Absolutely, hands down, the best one. I always get chills and shivers from it. Well, not quite, but you guys know what I mean. Ah, the 4 Warriors of Light overlooking Castle Cornelia in the distance on the hill as they set out on their journey. Such an iconic image as well. And so their quest began. Yeah, the only problem here is the text scrolls so damn slow. As the 4 Warriors of Light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had. See, it takes so damn long. As the 4 Warriors of Light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. I can read these out loud faster than it scrolls, and I can read them silently a lot faster than I read out loud. So that's a big problem. Should be scrolling like at least twice as fast. Anyways, they did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into the light. So yeah, back in the original NES version, this is actually where the credits would scroll. I don't think they would do it at the end. They just had all the credits run here, but the team that made the original Final Fantasy was only like 7 people, I think, which is kind of amazing compared to what happens nowadays, and compared to the number of people that were involved in this version of it. So yeah, that's it. That's the prologue for Final Fantasy. Such an amazing adventure. Alright. Well, let's continue onward, and we want to go north. Preemptive strike against the goblins. Alright. North we go, because we're going to visit Matoya. This is actually the location of the crystal that the king was talking about, which is not really a crystal. It's kind of weird. So the original game ran into technical difficulties when they tried to translate it. So beyond the normal English and Nintendo censorship, they had difficulties translating it, again, because of limitations of the NES and the fact that English as a written language is not nearly as efficient as Japanese. So certain things like the elemental crystals themselves were translated as orbs, since they were represented in-game by these balls, basically. But the only crystal actually referenced in the game was Matoya's Crystal Eye. Which, again, not really what we're looking for. We're looking for the elemental crystals, but the king apparently is stupid and doesn't know the difference. All he knows is he's heard rumors of a crystal to the north. He doesn't know, like, where the elemental crystals themselves are, because Cornelia is separated from the rest of the world, apparently, for some reason. They do get some traffic through the port, or at least they did at some point, but... Anyways, Matoya's Cave. Thump! Ouch! My eye! My eye! Yeah, visiting Matoya this early in the game is completely optional, but I still like to do it anyways. Thump! Ouch! I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. So yeah, we gotta get her crystal eye back. Who could have stolen it from me? Because she can't help us until she gets her crystal eye back. Alright, but we do have some loot, which is the main reason why I came here. And then this is also where you learn how to summon the world map, by speaking to the brooms. Frontwards, backwards, any way you see, such a strange spell to swishery. Tekeles Notub Hasad. Swisheroo. Yeah, just read that first line backwards, dash button select. And that's exactly how you pull up the world map, which can be pretty damn useful at times. Get out of my way, damn broom. Thank you. Alright, we're done here. We should be able to push on to Provoke. I think we're strong enough that we can do that. And Provoca is pretty much a straight shot east. You know, it's really the only other new location available to us. So if you have to, look at the map, but otherwise, you know, you should be good. Yay, level up. You know what, now that I think about it, I might end up cutting out some of the random battles, because there are, sure as shit, a lot of them. Oh shit, I did not realize Jack was so weak. There we go. So here's what's going to happen. If I think that an enemy is new, I'll let the battle run out. If it's a really quick battle, like against a party of goblins, I'll let the battle run out. But if it's going to take more than a couple turns, and I end up not saying anything but maybe humming along or whistling along to the music, then I'm going to cut the battle out. Because, you know, there's not much happening right now. Alright. So we are heading east to Provoca. We should be strong enough to get there. It's really not that far away. Yes, it's not that far away. So... Ooh, lizard. This is a new fight, and there's only one of them. So yeah, lizards aren't that bad, though. They're just stronger than most of the other enemies you fight. There's nothing really special about them, though. Oh, let's see. Should go down in another round or two. And... no? That's odd. One more round. There we go. See, I knew it was going to go down pretty soon. Oh, nope, I'm too far south. Gotta keep going east. Well, that's embarrassing. Candle only has 3 health left. We'll go ahead and use some of Jack's magic to bump him back up. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and heal everybody up. There we go. Alright. Now it should be to the south. Yep, to the south we go. Alright, here is Provoca, second town in the game, and home of the level 2 magics. Now, the shops are pretty much closed right now because, please help us. Yes, if we talk to this guy here. Those blasted pirates, they're running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. Yeah, we can actually still use the inn, but I think we'll be good without. I do want to go ahead and save real quick, though, just to be on the safe side. There we go. Yeah, the pirates are right over here. And just what be ye doing here? You wouldn't be looking to make trouble with Bike's Buccaneers, would ya? Yeah, this guy says the same thing, and this is Bick himself. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taking on the great pirate Bike. Kill all them boys! Aye aye, Captain, we'll make their bones go crunch. So yeah, this fight, not too tough. You are facing off against 9 pirates, but the pirates themselves go down pretty damn easy. We're going to just do that, and you, I would attack the entire party, but unfortunately area of effect spells are specific spells. You can't just target an entire party, so that's probably a waste to use Thunder, but whatever. Because Candle can take down 1 pirate a turn, and so can Jack. Jill and Carl, not too sure about, but we'll see. Well, Carl can with Thunder. So yeah, it's level 2 and up spells, elemental spells that are area of effect. You know, they target multiple enemies. The level 1 spell is single enemy only. I know, some Final Fantasies do that, some don't. This is kind of a mini boss fight, so I'm not just going to cut out the rest of the fight. You know, there's no real point to it. It's like going to be done in this turn anyways. Or near enough. If Jill can get the hit in first? No. Damn. Alright. And now the fight's over. Alright. We got a level for that. Awesome. So, the pirates are defeated. And Bike, I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? I guess. I mean, we get a ship out of it, so that's good at least. You know, what kind of ship is it? It's a steamship? What? I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me, don't you? So yeah, all the townspeople come out then. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. Alright, we've got somebody over here. They say there are elves living across the sea, but the elf prince has fallen into a deep sleep and hasn't woken up. Alright, sorry about that. I had to cough. So we got our item shop over here, and we've got an armor shop as well, where we can get iron armor, which kind of is useful right now. Okay, we'll go ahead and get that, and then we'll get a leather shield, and get... do I need 4 pairs of leather gloves? I think I only need 3, because I think... I could be wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and get all 4. I was thinking maybe we could get pick up a pair of leather gloves in a dungeon coming up, but nope. So let's go ahead and give everybody leather gloves, and let's get rid of that set of chainmail. And we're going to get rid of this tent as well. I don't really see much use in tents in this game. They're just weaker cottages, and cottages themselves are fairly cheap, especially later on. Because of you, needn't fear the pirates, yada yada, thank you very much. Alright, let's go to the inn. What do you have to say, sir? I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only make landfall at a port, you know. Yes, I do know that. So yeah, let's go ahead and use the inn. It is a little bit more expensive than the one at Cornelia, but it's not too bad. Alright. And voila! We are all healed up and ready to continue onward. The rest of the shops are going to be over here. Here's the sanctuary. Because of you, yada yada, thank you so much. Don't you guys have anything else to say? Here's the level 2 white magic spells, which, you know what, I'm going to hold off on these right now, because they're not very useful. Silence can be useful, but, and as well as Null Shock, but we don't really need them right now. I only have enough money for like 2 spells, so I want to go ahead and use those for black magic, because we can get Blizzard and Temper, which I definitely want. There we go. Everything else we'll come back for later. We can get the new weapons here as well. We can get a broadsword, battle axe, and a couple scimitars. We're actually going to hold off on those right now. They are a good improvement over what we have now, but we just don't really have enough money for what I want, so we'll hold off. I fled here from Melmond, a town far to the west. It is a truly pitiable sight. The earth rots and monsters attack in the night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Alright. Nope, nothing I can do right now, though. You have anything left to say? There are many monsters in the Aldean Sea. Best be careful. Alright, so here's some video game logic for you. The wind has stopped, and the seas rage. How the fuck can we actually sail across the sea? I have no frickin' clue, because as you can clearly tell from the sprite here, this is a sailing ship. Not a steamship or anything like that. This is a sailing ship. Sailing ships are wind-powered. How can you power a wind-powered ship if there's no fucking wind? Furthermore, the seas are supposed to be raging, which would make them really tough to navigate as well. How can you navigate raging seas? And even furthermore still, raging seas, choppy waves, and so on are usually stirred up by storm winds. How can you have storm winds if there's no storms because there's no wind? It makes no god fucking damn sense. And yet, here we are. Video game logic. Alright. So there are a couple places we can go now. We can actually stop at the port, any port in the Aldean Sea, including this one here, which is the, this is Cornelia. We can go straight to Elfheim, or what I'm actually going to do right now is go to Mount Duergar, rather, which is home of the dwarves. You don't have to go there right now. It's an optional location at this point, but there is some loot there that we can get. Not a huge amount. Most of the loot there is locked behind the Mystic Key, but there is some. Sahagin. Sahagin, or Sahagin, however you want to say it. I've never been entirely sure. classic Final Fantasy monster. A lot of them got their start in this game. I mean, this is the first game of the franchise, so... Alright. Pretty quick fight, though. You know, not too bad. Alright. Let us go down this way. Alright. Yeah, Mount Duergar is to the south here. Yep, all the way to the south. So I think you can see why I decided against my initial assessment of not cutting out random battles. Encounter rates are higher than I thought they were. So yes, we got some loot here. We got a little bit of gil and a little bit more gil, which is good. We'll need that. We got crystal eye, even the blind can see. I hear that the dark elf Astos pilked the one belonging to Matoya. So now we know who stole Matoya's eye. It was the dark elf Astos. Lally-ho, or Rally-ho as it is in some Final Fantasies. Have you blathered with our smith Smythe? In the smithy he is. So yes, the smith is geniusly named Smythe. Or Smith, however you want to say it. And he is up here. Ah, if only I had some of the legendary metal adamantite, I'd be able to make such a magical sword. So yeah, this is one of like the only side quests in the original game. There were like 2 of them, to get the class change and to get Excalibur, which is the sword he's referring to that he can make. You need an adamantite to do that though, and you don't get that till late in the game. The earth has started to rot. It began in the west and now the decay spreads. That sound? Aye, that's Nerek. He's smushing rocks in the back of the cave. Yes, I do apologize for my Scottish accent, it's not very good. What do we have over here? That sound, yada yada, a lot of you say the same. When it comes to defense, a good armlet can be every bit as astute as its body armor. You should try one out sometime. I will, thank you very much. There might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure house way back when they sealed her up. Yes, there might have been. I'm looking for some levistone. It's supposed to be an amazing material that actually floats in the air, so this is one of the only places that you can actually learn about the levistone. It doesn't tell you where it is though. It doesn't tell you what it's used for. It just tells you it's a magical stone that can float in the air. That's not enough information to go off of. Alright, and we've got Nerek here. Ah, there's a giant rock in my path. And I'm so close to opening up my canal too. If I had a wee bit of nitro powder, I could nap that rock in one puff. So yes, he needs nitro powder in order to open up a canal between the Aldean Sea and the Greater Oceans, which would allow us to sail the rest of the world. Nitro powder is in the treasure storehouse at Cornelia Castle, but you need the Mystic Key in order to open it, which we do not have at this point. So like I said, this is an optional location right now, but it's still good to have extra context, and there was a little bit of loot here.